Do you or do you not collect identifiers like name, age, and address? Yes or no?
If you're creating an account, yes, and using an account, yes.
Yes. Specific search histories when person types something into a search bar.
If you have search history turned on, yes.
Device identifiers like IP address or IMEI.
Depending on the situation, we could be collecting it, yes.
GPS signals, Wi-Fi signals, Bluetooth beacons.
Would depend on the specifics, but there may be situations, yes.
The GPS, yes.
Yes, if you have location.
Voice and conversations when using Google Voice products.
We give an option to turn on or off. And
But if a person didn't know it, voice and conversations when using Google Voice products.
Yes. We only record when they initiated with OK Google and then say the terms after.
Contents of emails and Google documents.
We store the data, but we don't read or look at your Gmail.
But you have access to them.
As a company, we have access to them, yes.
So you could. Saying you don't or don't, I'm not asking do you or don't. I'm saying you could, though there is a possibility.
We have clear established policies on how we would do that data.
And their privacy policies, speaking of that, has changed 28 times, including 8 times since January 2016.
Every click, every search, every late night question is being tracked, and we all know it, as shown in the previous video from a 2018 congressional hearing. Your browser knows more about you than your best friend. And now, with artificial intelligence, it doesn't just watch you. It learns you. It predicts you. It manipulates you. This isn't just about ads anymore. It's about power, and you're giving it away every time you open a new tab. Browsers tracked us using cookies, trackers, and fingerprinting. You already know the story. Visit one site, and ads follow you everywhere. But AI changes the game. Instead of dumb trackers just logging visits, AI analyzes patterns. It builds a version of you, your habits, your wants, your fears, even your secrets. So how exactly is AI helping your browser spy on you? Let's break it down. There are 4 main ways it can do that. 1. Predictive tracking. AI doesn't just know what you searched for. It predicts what you'll want next. Predictive tracking anticipates a user's future actions, like purchases, behavior, or needs, by analyzing patterns in their past behavior. It's often powered by predictive analytics, which combines statistical modeling, machine learning, and historical data to forecast your future events. Maybe you searched for running shoes yesterday. Today, you see ads for diet plans, gym memberships, and energy drinks. Similarly, Netflix guesses your next binge, Amazon cues recommended items, retailers use predictive tracking to match inventory to likely consumer demand, optimizing stock levels. Marketing platforms can even evaluate prospects and predict who's most likely to convert into paying customers. AI fills in the gaps before you even think about them. 2. Identity stitching. Even if you don't log into a browser, use private browsing, or switch devices, AI can link your behavior. Identity stitching is the process of merging multiple identifiers, like cookies, device IDs, emails, or customer records, into a unified profile for a single person. This lets organizations track an individual's interactions across platforms, devices, and sessions. How does AI do this? Deterministic matching, probabilistic matching, and identity graphs. Deterministic matching happens when data is linked through consistent identifiers, such as the same email address being used across multiple platforms. Probabilistic matching is used when identifiers are fuzzy or incomplete, relying on inference from patterns like similar device usage or IP addresses to make connections. Identity graphs are visual or database searches that bring all these identifiers together and connect them into one user profile. Your typing speed, your browsing rhythm, even how you move your mouse, all of it becomes a fingerprint. 3. Emotional targeting. AI scans the kind of content you consume and when. Emotional targeting is a marketing strategy that taps into specific feelings like nostalgia, fear, joy, or empathy to influence consumer behavior and drive engagement. Unlike traditional marketing that focuses on product features or price, emotional targeting seeks to create deeper connections by resonating with what audiences feel at any given point. Marketers analyze audience data through sentiment analysis, social media behavior, or emotional response tools to identify emotional triggers associated with their brand or product. Using this insight, they craft campaigns that evoke targeted emotions to encourage action, whether that's a purchase, a click, or a donation. This approach is rooted in how quickly and powerfully emotions influence decision-making, often overriding pure logic. Search for loneliness at 2 a.m., and suddenly you're bombarded with dating apps or self-help products. AI doesn't just see data, it sees your state of mind. 4. Cross-reality control. As browsers integrate with voice assistants, smart devices, and even your car, an ad doesn't stay confined to one platform. For example, you might see an augmented reality or AR ad for Nike shoes on your Instagram feed. Later, while playing a virtual reality basketball game, the same shoes appear as virtual gear you can try on your avatar. Then, when you pass a Nike store in real life and the notification settings are turned on for your car's dashboard assistant or navigation apps, you receive a suggested stop for a discount. This is possible because cross-reality control synchronizes identity, context, and behavior across digital and physical spaces. Because AI can now connect movement data, car GPS, phone location, fitness wearables, with browsing and conversations, ads can anticipate where you'll be and serve relevant prompts. Imagine discussing camping gear with a friend. Later, your AR navigation app shows REI's nearest store along your route. The ad follows you across context without feeling like a banner ad because it's embedded into your environment. AI connects the dots between your browsing, your conversations, and your movements. This isn't science fiction, it is happening today. Google was sued over its incognito mode in Chrome, accused of tracking users even when they thought they were private. This misleading practice violated user expectations of privacy and led to a potential $5 billion payout. Microsoft's Edge browser has faced privacy complaints over collecting browsing data without consent. Epic Marketplace used a browser flaw called history sniffing to detect which websites users had visited, then serve targeted ads based on that data. The FTC penalized Epic, banning it from advertising and requiring deletion of illegally collected behavioral data. Though legal action has forced companies to pay massive fines, critics note that earnings often dwarf penalties, so the incentives to continue surveillance remain strong. What's clear from these cases? As browsing merges with AI assistance, the threat to user privacy is more complex and harder for people to notice or control. And with growth in AI use, data collection doesn't stop at websites. AI models are trained on browsing data to refine advertising, recommendation engines, and even political targeting. Think about it. The same technology that generates your TikTok feed is being used to shape what you see when you search the web. Two people can type the exact same question into Google and see two very different worlds. This isn't just about selling you sneakers or subscriptions. When AI sits between you and the internet, it doesn't solely predict what you'll buy. Over time, it can influence what you believe. Election ads, political messaging, news recommendations. If your browsing history suggests you're persuadable, AI can drip feed content designed to pull you in a certain direction. In other words, an internet browser isn't just showing you the web, it's shaping your reality. And here's the scariest part. There's no easy way to opt out. Even so-called private browsing can't hide you from an AI model that already knows your patterns. Your browser isn't just a window to the internet, it's a mirror, feeding you your own data back, filtered through artificial intelligence. So ask yourself, are you browsing the web? Or is the web browsing you? Because in the age of AI, the line between freedom and manipulation is getting thinner every day.